Guys, this right here is exactly why men stopped chasing, stopped approaching, and just stopped caring altogether. We're about to watch a highlight reel of just straight up Modern Delusion that's coming to us from the Man Talk YouTube channel. And I promise you, it gets worse as we continue to roll the film. Let's get into it.
When I push him away, and he doesn't try harder, not my type.
That's basically her saying that she just doesn't want a man. What she wants is a trained pet, a pet that can be trained.
Meow.
And that's just not how it works. Men are finally learning, or finally understanding and listening that if you push, they will leave. That's not not your type. That's basically, I ran out of patience.
My patience has reached its end.
Like, men are out of patience. Zero, none, over.
Yeah, sweetie, the vast majority of us men don't like playing mind games. We mostly like playing sports and video games. You know, the things that a lot of you lovely ladies suck at.
How dare!
Also, nowadays, when a woman shows disinterest and a man keeps pursuing, that could turn into harassment.
Exactly. He's completely on point. Like, women have screamed, modern women have screamed for years that no means no, and leave me alone, and don't be persistent. And now you're shocked that men are actually listening.
Yeah.
Men are tired of guessing if stop actually means stop, or chase me harder. Like, no one's signing up for these court cases.
I know, for a lot of you lovely ladies, the difference between flirting and harassment is how handsome and rich the guy is. But you know what? Rather than dealing with that BS, I'm gonna play Ghost of Tsushima and stack my money.
Yeah, guys, and if you think that's petty, just stick around, because the next girl wants the government to pay just for her existing on this planet. Wait until you see this madness.
I think the government should pay women, like a monthly stipend, maybe $5,000. Seems pretty reasonable.
Come on.
Oh, great.
$5,000 a month just for being a woman, not a mom, not a nurse, not a soldier, just being a woman. And the logic is because men run the government. Men say they're providers. So pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me. That's not feminism. Like, that's a deluxe level entitlement, dude.
These are facts.
I can't wait to hear why the US government should use our tax dollars to pay women just for existing. Better make it good.
The government should pay women, right, and just women, because, listen, the government is run by men, right? Like, even if there's women...
This is actual brain rot. This girl right here is brain rot. Everything about her is brain rot.
in there, and it's run by the men.
No, it's run by the
And
men.
men are always saying they're providers, they protect us from other men.
Bro, don't try to cover that. You're up on your lip, bro. We see it. Clearly, you've been the provider lately.
They're providers. They keep us safe. So if the government is men and men are providers, then the government should provide.
Boy, if you don't get
Right.
No, what somebody needs to provide you with some eyebrows, girl.
I said they're all providers, so the government should pay us because we're women.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Listen, you want to be a stay-at-home mom, wife to the government? Like, a real stay-at-home mom? You know what they do? They cook, they be wives, they clean, they respect their man, and actually like him, right? Right? Am I right? You can't be lazy, disrespectful as hell, and completely useless, and want a paycheck from strangers that you clearly hate.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Yeah.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Look, sweetie, I know that a lot of you lovely ladies have been married to the government ever since the 60s, But that's just a figure of speech, a metaphor for the fact that family court favors women in divorce. If you want the men who run the government to provide for you like an actual husband who has a stay-at-home wife, I have news for you. The stay-at-home wife has eggplant polishing duties which are non-negotiable, so if you want that $5,000 from the government, you're gonna have to polish every eggplant in the current administration, starting with the orange man himself.
Some people may get pissed off at what he just said, but if this woman wants to get paid just for breathing, this is legit. This is what she has to do. She is the poster child for what happens when TikTok replaces a dad, a father, a man figure in her life, a husband, and clearly a job, because if she was working, she wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? She may be an OnlyFans model, who knows? Seems like that's where they all run to these days.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit, no. I'm not interested. Bruh.
My mom's life is proof that your standards are not too high. She has basically never cooked, cleaned, or worked in her life.
This bitch is useless.
And your dad's a simp.
Damn!
Your dad is a dud. He sounds like the type of man that kisses the feet of any woman that will give him the slightest chance.
In her early 50s.
But you know, it's funny. A lot of women like to cry and moan about the patriarchy, yet the patriarchy has created a modern society where a woman can be completely useless and still live comfortably to old age.
Bruh.
And I would say all the work that she's ever done in her life combines to maybe 1 year of regular work. My parents eat out almost every single meal, so that means my mom cooks like twice a week when she really wants to, or my sister's asking for something specific. With cleaning, my dad does almost all of it, or we hire someone, and with laundry, my mom does the actual laundry itself, but the folding and putting away, which is the hard part, is all done by my dad. He also pays her a salary through his company.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. Simp. So let's get this right. Your mom cooks twice a week. Your dad does all the cleaning. He folds. He pays for everything and even runs the salary through his company. And you're casually out here telling the internet that your mother has contributed maybe a year's worth of work out of 50. That's not a flex. Like you're not pushing a flex for your mother right now. That's a documentary basically about a weak ass man and a comfortable ass woman. A woman that was allowed to get comfortable, entirely too comfortable. This is what nobody wants to say. The reason a lot of women think that they can be completely useless and still live like queens is because there is simps out there. Somewheres in the world there is a man right now offing himself in the background to make it possible. Like, that's not oppression. That's sponsorship. Simps are sponsorship for women like this. This is what they breed.
That was amazing. I mean, that was like everything in my head, but like cleared.
Guys, I had to get big for this one. Watch this.
Be honest with me. What is the real reason why you're single? I enjoy being single because I don't like being tied down. I don't like anybody telling me what to do. I don't answer to anybody. I don't even answer.
So basically, I don't answer to anyone. I travel whenever I want. I don't cook. I don't clean. I do whatever I want. That's not a partner. That's a roommate just who doesn't like to pay rent. Like, you're not choosing to be single. You're choosing to be unaccountable. And the die alone, what's about to come up, him saying that women like you die alone, that stings. I know it stings for you because it's true and you know it. You want a husband level loyal with zero wife level commitment. Good luck with that.
To my own parents. My mom didn't even know I was in Turkey until I was in Turkey.
I'm not used to answering to anybody. I do whatever the I want. I don't cook or clean for men. I don't like doing that. I travel. I'm spontaneous. I literally pick up and go whenever I feel like it. I dance as well, so a lot of people don't seem to be okay with that. Not that I give a about their opinion. I am choosing my goals and ambitions before anybody else.
All right, let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone.
My husband fell in love with my best friend, now ex-husband, ex-best friend, but they fell in love.
Huh?
It's been 6 years, and I have just recently realized
that you were the problem.
What?
I don't know, sweetie. Either you have really bad taste in men and in friends, or you are such a quote-unquote wonderful person that they both wanted to get away from you. And considering the fact that I've seen your TikTok page and you post your entire life on TikTok, I'm kind of leaning towards the second option.
Exactly. So her husband basically fell in love with her best friend and they ran off wherever together. And it took this woman 6 years to realize she was the problem.
God damn!
At some point, it's no longer men are trash or, my friends are fake, all that other nonsense. If the man and the friend both sprinted in the same direction at the same time, let me break this down to you. Maybe the common denominator ain't them, it's you. And if you're posting every single trauma episode, every single breakup, every thought you have on TikTok, yeah, I see why he went elsewhere looking for peace. It makes perfect sense.
Kind of leaning towards the second option.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come.
So guys, you know how this rant's gonna go. She's basically just blabbing about guys staring but not approaching her.
Say hi. How many more times is that gonna happen?
All the time.
How many more times?
Yeah, all the time, because you are mid. You are a 4, a 3, a 3.5, a 4, and that's being gracious. This is going to happen all the time.
Am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi. Oh my gosh.
So you're complaining after y'all spent years clowning men for approaching you. You're now mad he's staring and not approaching you. Jeez, get your shit together.
What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I gonna have, we always have to make the first move or something?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's oh my gosh.
Sweetie, for a few years now, a lot of men have said that they don't approach women anymore because they don't want to be falsely accused. And you, lovely lady, can thank
the Me Too method.
That.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
What?
Remember all that? Oh, he made eye contact at me at the gym and it was creepy. You remember that? What about he just said hi in public and it was cringe. Remember that? Now when y'all finally are ready to be wives, the men are like, listen, doors closed. We don't want y'all.
And that's because we get to see your true colors every time we open social media. And no matter how beautiful you might be, or how much bragging points we might get by having a beautiful girlfriend, it's your personality we have to live with, and a lot of men are like,
leave me alone, please leave me alone. Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
Like, guys, that leave me alone bit, that's not even a joke anymore. Men watched ladies turn regular dudes into straight up TikTok villains just for existing in their area, near them, even just existing in that vicinity. They would rather be lonely than be your next story time, your next story on TikTok.
Leave me alone, please leave me alone.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, that's called having a preference. I think that'll stop being a preference if the simps pay enough money.
If a guy asks me my body count, I never speak to him again.
Yeah, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Because I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say your body count probably has multiple commas in it.
I'm guessing your body count is
massive. Sometimes they say huge.
If you're a person whose brain just went, oh, that's because she has a high body count, I want you to listen to this.
Well, by all means, sweetie, enlighten me.
Asking for body count is not what she's about to say it is. Listen to this madness.
When a man asks me my body count, it is for one purpose.
Risk assessment. It's not insecurity, it's risk assessment.
I want to make a judgment about your character based on your body count.
Because some of us don't want to deal with women who have high body counts.
Yeah, men are allowed to decide. I don't want a woman who's had half the city in that area. The same way women decide that they don't want a man who's broke or short or unemployed and he's got to be 6 feet and make 6 figures and all this other, have this massive eggplant, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same exact thing. You are a risk to have around. Like, men just don't want that. What is so hard for them to get through their head? What is so hard for women to understand? That men don't want women with ridiculous body counts. This is the whole point for saving yourself, is for you to have a tool in your backpack in your journey of finding a good man. Once you start scratching and scuffing up the gems, your chances of finding a good man get smaller. It's simple. No hymen, no diamond.
We are all entitled to our preferences.
If he's telling you that this is a way for him to get to know you better, that's because he thinks that your body count says something about you as a person.
Yeah.
Dude, body count absolutely says something about you. Seriously, not everything, but something. Discipline, impulse control, decision making, emotional stability, pair bonding. It all shows up in how you handle your body and your relationships. You can't scream, "Don't judge me for the horrible choices I've made," and then turn around and judge men for not choosing you. That's not equality. That's one-way accountability. And here's the part, guys. Here's the part that really exposes it. She says it's not shameful, but still refuses to say the number.
It does, actually. One of the things it could say is if your pair bonding ability is still working, or if it's been wrecked by too many eggplants. That's kind of an important thing to know when getting into a relationship, don't you think?
If a man cares about your body count, if a man asks you what your body count is, this is a number one red flag that this is a deeply insecure man, and you need to run. You need to head for the hills as fast as you can. You're one of the people I was talking about in the beginning who thinks that because I refuse to talk about my body count, that means that I must have a really high body count. You are the deeply insecure person that I'm referring to.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
No, sweetie. The fact that I'm willing to disqualify women based on their body count means I have options to choose from, and I'm the opposite of insecure. An insecure man would accept any woman he can get because he's insecure about his ability to get a better one.
This chain of logic is correct, and what is correct is sacred.
You assume that I don't want to talk about it because I have a high body count, and you are saying that that's a shameful thing, and that's why I don't want to talk about it. Someone's body count is not a shameful thing.
Well, if it's not a shameful thing, why don't you just say the number?
It's literally their private health information.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
Exactly. If it's truly not shameful, do us all a favor and jump down in this comment section and let us know what your body count is. Because you wouldn't melt every time someone asks. And yes, body count is connected to health. We know this. Just like men asking your debt, your credit score, your bad, horrible habits, all of that affects the person who links their life to you. It all has an effect. You want a man to provide, protect, and commit, but he's not allowed to screen what he's signing up for. Please make it make sense.
If a woman would like to share that information with anybody, whether it be like a partner or their mother or their friend or whoever, then they will share that information when they feel comfortable. You don't need to ask them. Any woman can tell you that this is a loaded question from the start. If a man asks you your body count...
Oh, shut up.
Sweetie, if you or other women like you who are so triggered by a man asking you your body count, ask a man what he does for a living or how much money he makes, you are financially insecure and most likely broke. And I don't date broke women.
And that's the bottom line.
Before we head up out of here, telling women publicly to run from men who screen for long-term compatibility is wild as hell. That's not protecting your peace. That's like, I don't want to be held to any standard. That's what that is. Insecure men accept everything, anything. And I'm telling you this. Listen, confident men say no thanks. Absolutely not. They say no thanks to shit that doesn't fit. And that terrifies you because you do not fit. Like, if you can ask, what do you do? How much do you make? Then he can ask, how much chaos are you bringing into the relationship? How many bodies? How much baggage are you bringing with you? Standards don't become insecurity just because they exclude you. This whole entire video is just one big reason modern dating is completely cooked. Women want government level benefits with girlfriend effort. They want traditional men while bragging about not being traditional. They want standards from men and for men, but call it insecurity when men finally have standards for themselves. Men didn't just disappear because they're scared of women. Men disappeared because men are tired of being punished for having boundaries. If you actually want a healthy relationship in 2025, drop the games, drop the entitlement, drop the attitude, and maybe bring something real to the table besides yourself. And with that, guys, if you're still here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. Jump down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Just drop a comment, and I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.